back to my channel, sports fans. Okay, let's get into this one right here. LeBron James, Clutch Sports, and Bronny James punks Jaylen Brown. Takes his lunch, takes his cookie, takes his manhood, takes his huevos, takes everything. Look, I don't want to hear nothing else about this era being tough. Nothing else. This would never happen back in the 90s. This would never happen back in the 90s. And let me tell you something. This man just was the finals MVP. This man, I don't know if he still does, but before this offseason, he had the highest contract in the NBA. He won the NBA Finals. Can the man get some respect? He lit it up when Tatum was pooping his pants and melting down like a LeBron James. And this man can even sit on a sideline and talk to somebody else without somebody videotaping that conversation that he's having with someone and putting words to his mouth, explaining to millions of people what his conversation was about. Now, this is what I would do. I would sue whoever put this out. That's what I would do. It won't be nothing. Nobody is going to be walking away from this feeling good, because whoever put the caption on the screen about what I was saying, I'm going to sue them. And then leaking out the videotape. Come on, man. Second of all, I got $300 million. I just won the NBA championship. I'm the finals MVP. I was better than the number one on my team. What the hell am I doing at a Bronny game? Let me give it to you one more time. What the hell am I doing at a Bronny game? Especially when this guy's been stinking it up every game before that. What am I doing there? Can somebody help me? I have no reason, if I'm Jaylen Brown, to be at a damn Bronny game. Now, if you told me this was the second coming of LeBron James with all this hype, or it was a Zion Williams type of guy, or what's this guy's name from France? Think about it in a minute, from the Spurs. If it was him, well, it's Bronny. Why the hell am I going to waste my time going to this guy's game? For what? He is a bench player starting in a lineup he shouldn't even be starting for, and embarrassing not only himself, the Lakers franchise, ESPN, and professional NBA basketball in general. I would be nowhere around him if I had $300 million. In hell, I might not even been to the Zion game or the second coming of LeBron. I'm on vacation, bro. There's nothing I want to do with basketball. After I done worked all season through them 82 games, went through the playoffs, went through the finals, and won this thing. And my vacation is Bronny James? These guys are weird. Just weird. So he said he don't think Bronny, not in exact words, but Bronny's not ready for the NBA. He needs to go down to the D League, or whatever it's called, whatever you guys call it. And that's basically what he said. Basically what everybody's been saying. But he was being nicer about it than most people. Bronny don't deserve to be in the B League, the G League, the C League, or a college roster. He's not that dude. Now, what they thought was, these academy boys that go to these academy schools and they kind of just run over lesser competition who 99.9% of them will never even see or be on a college roster. And you can just run through this kind of competition. And look, LeBron James, he was kind of the same too, right? He was playing a bunch of nobodies in these academy schools. And he was a freak of nature just doing all kind of stuff on these dudes. He got to the NBA and got a rude awakening real quick. And I don't even know if he would have started in the 90s. Just like Kobe. It's too tough. Too tough. Too tough in the 90s. And 80s too. So Jaylen Brown then kind of apologizes about this whole thing. Look, man. Grow some balls. Be a man. You're supposed to have $300 million. Just won a championship. Just won finals MVP. And you trying to tell me you can't say what you want to say? And you was like soft about saying it. And now you're apologizing about it? Basically? This would never happen in the 80s and 90s. These dudes, they won't be able to survive, man. I could understand if Jaylen said, look, man, he's garbage. He can't shoot. Breaking it up from three. And he really don't have those type of handles to be a point guard. He's not going to make it. This is a shame. And they caught him. And then he apologized. Maybe something like that. But you can't even say that he's not a pro yet. And he needs to go down to the D League. You can't say that. Wow. I mean, what does that really mean? So you're trying to tell me that Clutch owns the NBA? And the NBA is fixed and rigged? And I was telling somebody, I said, man, this thing has gotten so bad and out of control. The NBA has made a straight soap opera out of its league. It has to be about 95% now. And like I said before, all leagues, sports leagues, we need a soap opera. That's why baseball died off. They kicked all the Americans out. They don't have no soap opera no more. Nobody just wants to see people throw a ball, hit a ball, shoot a ball, and stuff like that. We want a soap opera too. This is what sports is about. You got to have some type of soap opera. But come on, man. You don't want it to be 90% of your game? We're not even watching basketball no more. We're not even watching basketball no more. We had soap operas in the 80s. We had soap operas in the 90s. But man, when it was time to lace them up, boy, wow. These guys put on a show. They wasn't crying. They wasn't flopping. Nobody was apologizing for their games on the court. No, the play-by-play wasn't making excuses. The players weren't making excuses. It wasn't just about the money. But we had the soap operas, right? It wasn't 90% of the game. I don't know. I would say it would be about not even 50%, because we don't have social media back then. You only watch Sports Center, so you only got like the soap opera aspect from maybe like the newspaper or um Sports Center, or what was that show called? I forget what these guys were called. It was like five of them with John Saunders. All the guys, they would come on Sunday, and they were all like newspaper writers. Mike Lupica and all these people. It's pretty good. This is the most you got, like, of a high quality soap opera about the sports. Other than that, you might have to read a newspaper, but just the little coverage they got and the little drama we heard, we were just ready for these dudes to lace it up, and it was on. And that's what happened. When these guys got on the court, it was something else. The Bulls and Knicks rival, the Pacers and Knicks rival, the Bulls and Pacer rival, the Bulls and Heat rivalry, the Knicks and the Heat rivalry. I mean, are you serious? The Pistons and the Bulls rivalry. The who is this? The Lakers and the Celtics, of course. The Lakers and the Pistons. Man, we got the soap opera, but it didn't take over not even 50% of what the game was. You just knew these dudes. You didn't need this soap opera full throttle like this. You just knew these dudes were going to bring it on the court. Nobody was looking to get embarrassed. And look, these guys back in the day, they were playing for legacy. They was playing for legacy. The Dr. J's, the Birds, the Magics, the Creams, the Oscar Robertsons, the Jerry West, the Michael Jordan, the Patrick Ewing, the Scottie Pippens, the Shaquille O'Neals, the Kobe Bryant. These guys were playing for legacy. They wanted to be ranked higher than the dudes that came before them. The Tim Duncans. And the only way you could do that was you had to show it on the court. You had to show you had the fundamentals. You had to show you had the leadership. You had to show you was a winner. It was different back then. I hope football never gets like this. It has gotten softer, but it hasn't got where the NBA is just a complete joke, and it's a soap opera. It's not even men playing basketball no more. And I saw LeBron James today. He was playing. I didn't see the whole game, but I basically seen the end of this game. This guy is in I guess it was a scrimmage game. They were playing Serbia, and this guy is still in with 4 minutes to go in a blowout, driving to the hole, trying to get calls. The guys on Serbia is really not even playing no more. They're just getting blowed out. It's just like they're bench players. And this guy's out there driving into people, trying to get fouls, flexing after he hits the shot. Like, really? This guy's 40 years old, acting like he's 21 again. Trying to go 10 shots. You got to call for a go 10 in that little bit of time that was left in the blowout. Like, why is this guy jumping this high to get the ball to get an injury? He basically wasn't doing nothing the whole game and was just dishing the ball off for everybody else to blow out Serbia. As soon as the game is a blowout, basically everybody goes to the bench. Not everybody, because they all got is littered with superstars on that team. But LeBron, as a starter, is still in the game, trying to what? Stat pad. Dude, you're stat padding in a scrimmage game, right? Because he didn't have that many points. When it was like 6 minutes, coming into the quarter, he didn't have that many points. So they was up about 12, then it pushed it to 15, and then in that fourth quarter, pushed it to 17. So he just stayed in the game. He had to get his points to make it look like, he was getting off the entire game. That's why it was a blowout. It's disgusting. And this is what this guy has did his entire career. That's why I don't see how people can really support this guy. It's disgusting. And the fact that he's even playing in the Olympics, goodness. at 40 years old. He don't care about winning championships no more. So when AD is tired next year, when he's tired next year, when they're getting ran the hell off the court, they barely made the playoffs through the play-in. And they're playing in the Olympics for what? We don't. If you took that same team without him and AD, they're still winning. They put a couple more guys in there, whatever like that. They could have kept Paolo Banchero in there. Who else? Maybe Brunson. And you still would have won gold. And I did a video on this the other day about this team. Nick Wright was laying the foundation saying this team is better than the Dream Team. He's always talking to LeBron fans like they're idiots. I would hate to be a LeBron fan because what is, if you're young, what is your future in this world? To be anything, have anything, to accomplish anything. If LeBron James is your hero, your GOAT, and you listen to people like Nick Wright, you're going to be dumb the rest of your life if you're young. If you're already older and you listen to this guy, wow. Look, and this is what I'm talking about. Jaylen Brown is sitting at a damn Bronny game, and his father is out here playing meaningless basketball. He ain't there to support his son and give his son some comfort while his son is bricking it up. Like LeBron was basically bricking it up too in that scrimmage game. Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. Yeah, so the Lakers season is basically over. There's no way this guy's going to run the court all summer. He just got done running the court in the regular season, the playoffs, even though it was one round, and then in the Olympics, and then going straight to play for the Lakers again. So most likely, he's not going to make it through this season. Either he's going to load manage like hell, because he's past that, age excuse. He's got the age excuse, or he's going to get hurt. So he's going to get a free $50 million. And then, his last year is just going to be like, he's going to get another free $50 million his last year on the contract. Did he get 2 or 3? I thought it was 2. And then the second year, it's just going to be like a farewell tour type of thing. And he's going to be garbage. He's probably going to score 15 points a game. And he's going to walk off into the sunset with that last contract that he got. I won't doubt it if next season, too, the time he does stay healthy or stay on the court, that I don't think he gets 25 points per game this year. There's no way. So I think he's going to get about 22, but I think he's going to get him at a low percent. So what I'm saying is he's probably going to be hogging the ball a lot and breaking it up and stopping his team from winning and getting a good record. So the Laker fans, you're over here paying all this money for popcorn, parking, alcohol, food, tickets. And what do you get out of this? You're basically going to get 2 losing seasons in a row, and they're going to escape somebody. JJ Redick got his money, so he'll probably be out of there in like 2 years. Or how many years is on his contract? It's just, look, and I heard they sold 500,000 Bronny jerseys. Wow, hope you kept your receipt. Because I know a lot of dummies, what they did was, they thought, man, you got to get that jersey, man. It's going to be worth something in the future. That thing ain't going to be worth a food stamp. You just got duped. You just got duped. The NBA just made money. The Lakers just made money. Clutch Sports just made money off that memorabilia. He's garbage. I don't want to hear about he needs to go work on his game. What are you talking about? If he's not NBA ready, if he's not D-League ready, if he's not college ready by now, you'll never be. You can't you can't have that drive today. With all that was going on, and that was unfair. For him to come in the summer league and not put his head down and go at these guys and drive in there and try to get these fouls, because he's LeBron's son, he probably would have got the fouls. 80% of the times that he drove. So for him not to come out and just show people, hey man, y'all talking all this mess. What's up? I'm gonna put it on you. Nothing. There's no other time to show this. You're not gonna go down to the D League and they're gonna let you get off on them. They're gonna roll him, put him back in his diaper, put him back in his carriage, and put a damn bottle in his mouth and take the baby off the court. This is an embarrassment. And let me tell you something else. The NBA, what? The NBA is a sports league. The NBA is a company. Is a, what are they doing? What is the NBA doing? How? Where's this commissioner? When is enough enough? You're not gonna take your league back ever from this soap opera. And like I told you before, it's when this is over, when this whole LeBron thing is over, this league is gonna die. It's gonna die off because they have used LeBron as a soap opera since he went to Miami, and that's what they turned the league into, a damn soap opera. Since he went to Miami, it's never stopped. It's not about rivalries. It's not about skills. It's not about on-court play. It's not about real basketball since this guy went to Miami. So what I'm trying to say is, once this guy retires, what are you going to talk about now? You done destroyed your league. You're not going to get no soap opera out of these international players who are the top in the NBA for about 5-6 years. So the NBA is going to be looking like Major League Baseball, hockey. If you think nobody cares now, when you look at the ratings, wait till this guy retires. People aren't going to come back just because he retires. Some people might, but you don't have nothing to talk about now. You put all the Americans aren't the face of the league no more, so it's over. So the NBA, it's one thing if your league just gets like this, maybe like hockey or you know MLB, and it gets to the point to where nobody cares no more. That's one thing, but to really do this to yourself is ridiculous. This is like Brady saying, "Man, I want to play with my son, man." So his son wasn't good enough in college. He still gets his son in there. His son gets in there and can't even damn throw the ball 10 yards. Interception. Ball going left to the man, right to the man, over the man's head. And here you have everybody on TV making up excuses. And everybody knew when we looked at it from college, he can't play football or the quarterback position. In my era, they played basketball. This is a soap opera. This ain't basketball. This ain't men out there grinding and earning their money. That's why I said I gotta kind of. I don't believe these guys make this kind of money, bro. I just don't. You guys might want to think that. I just don't see it. Why would they always tell us what these guys made? What Stephen A makes? What does that do for us? Oh, so they can raise the ticket. So you feel comfortable about the ticket prices, I guess, right? Popcorn, food, all this. I mean, do you?